What's going on, people? Welcome back to AFTV. You've joined us for the Predicted 11 video. I've got Marty joining the panel for this one. A new addition, but a regular face now on AFTV. Obviously, on Sunday, it is Liverpool versus Arsenal. There's a big watch party happening at Box Park, Shoreditch as well. So if you want to be there, hit us up, info@aftv.co.uk. I would say come and contact me, but please let me be. It's a busy weekend coming up. We're going to talk about who we want to see against Liverpool. We're going to, obviously, we'll touch on a little bit on what we think Arteta's going to go, but we're going to go with what we want to see, what 11 starts. Starting with the goalkeeper. Is anyone going to shout for Kepa, or are we sticking with our David Raya in goal?
You didn't half-ask some stupid questions.
You said that would taught you, but you enjoyed that, innit, when Saka had a laugh?
Yeah.
You enjoyed that, that's your moment.
Yeah,
All right, cool.
Raya in goal, of course.
Have you been impressed with him so far this season?
Yes, considering what I'll see of him on the tour and in pre-season, he weren't very good. But, you know, when it matters, competitive games, he's stepped up.
Yeah,
simple as that.
It's good. It's a good point, actually. Yeah, tour was not a good look for David Raya. However, since the business has started, he's been on form. Happy with David Raya?
But listen, that's what pre-season's for, iron out the creases. And he's been the best goalkeeper in the Premier League for the last 2 seasons.
Fair.
I mean, it's a fact. It's Golden Glove winner. You just can't argue it. So, you know, there's no other option. Listen, Kepa, if needed to be called upon, I'm sure that he will come in and do a fantastic job for us. But listen, for me, David Raya is the main man.
He's the main man in between the sticks. Let's go to right back. It seems like Ben White had a knock. I haven't had too much update on that, but it's looking like then we're going to go with, I'm assuming we all want to see Jurgen Timber in there.
If Ben White's fit, I'd play Ben White at right back.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Out, mate.
Yeah, interesting.
Because I'll put Timber over at left back for this game.
Go on, Lee.
Oh, I don't know.
Switching it up.
Yeah, I just think, like, you know, get your best defenders playing.
Okay.
So you think that's interesting. What's the tactical?
So wait, yeah, Mars. So you're saying, to be fair, Timber defending wise,
Timber's a beast and he can like defend the left back, and Ben White. I think that they're the best defenders that we've got. I think Calafiori and who's done fantastically well, by the way. Miles Lewis-Skelly are more attacking minded. I want our defence this four to be as solid as it possibly can.
So okay. So that's looking like, so what is that Timber up against, if you went with that, Timber up against Salah?
Yeah.
And that's the concern for you.
Ben White is physically up against him. That's what I will go with. But if he's not 100% fit, I don't know. Okay.
I'm going to go, I want to see Timber in there. And you've actually, I'm now looking at, Mars Lewis-Skelly versus Salah. Is that who rides that? I'm sure. I remember when they played last time. It was a very good battle. Okay, interesting. So I've gone Timber. Happy you want Timber there, or you now?
It's a really good shout. Do you know what? Actually, I didn't look at it like that.
Yeah, nor did I.
Listen, the thing with Ben White, there's a large period of Ben White's Arsenal career where I believe Ben White was one of the best right backs in the league. He was phenomenal. That link-up play with Saka down the right-hand side, the overlapping, it gives us not just defensive prowess and a level of compactability, which Lee talks about, but an ability going forward and enabling us to hurt teams. But largely unproven, without going too far into the starting 11, we all know that Saka's not going to be playing unless there is a complete and utter miracle on the right hand side. So that, but yeah, Ben White defensively is fantastic. So it's a really interesting shout that you make there. You know, look, Jurgen Timber's going to be in the side, and whether he's on the right or left. And until you said that, Lee, I would have gone with Timber on the right. But it's a good point.
It is a good point. And then, like I said, Ben White, he did have a knock. Will Arteta play an unfit Ben White over Timber? We don't know, but Ben White tends to have injuries throughout a lot of his Arsenal career and still does play. So it's an interesting one. I think Timber for me I favour him over Ben White, but that is a good angle, Lee. It's a bit of annoying through that spanner in the works, because now when we get to left back, I'm going to have an interesting.
So who are we playing at right back then?
I'm going Timber.
Well, say if like Ben White's not fit, then
it's got to be Timber.
Centre back pairing, Saliba and Gabriel. Yet to concede in the Premier League so far. They've been phenomenal. You know, people are going to argue and talk about about Van Dijk and Konate, but we got Saliba and Gabriel, and they've been levels above, in my opinion. Left back then, I would have went Mars Lewis-Skelly, but now I'm trying to figure out him against Salah. I don't know if I feel more comfortable with him or Calafiori.
I think Calafiori, he's been probably our best player in over the 2 games. You know what I mean? I thought he's done well at Man United and done well. This could be one for Miles.
Yeah.
But I'm going to stick with Calafiori because I'll tell you what, you might laugh at me on this, set pieces.
No, set pieces, I think, is going to play a big part. I suppose Miles doesn't really get involved as much as what you'd see with Calafiori. Obviously, Calafiori scored from set piece. Miles, I don't know if he has yet, but okay. Wow, you are going, set pieces on your mind. Marty, Calafiori or Miles Lewis-Skelly?
In this game, I'd go potentially, but Miles Lewis-Skelly hasn't played much football for Premier League wise for us. So obviously Calafiori has. He's big. He's in form. This is a great time to be an Arsenal fan, where you've actually got legitimate, real questions because of the levels that all of these guys are bringing at the back. We're not sitting here saying these are pony defenders and oh no, he's got to play. That's an obvious choice. Like these are really good, decent quality replacements, and you can have at left back we could have 3 players. We could have Timber there, we could have Calafiori there, and we could have Miles Lewis-Skelly there. 3 quality options. That's a level of depth that I don't know, I haven't seen in a long time. Listen, I really rate Miles Lewis-Skelly. For me, it's the ball carrying ability moving forward, and sometimes the ability for him to just not get wrangled off the ball. And in games like this against Liverpool, we're going to need every attacking threat that we need, and we're going to need players that can hold on to the ball as much as possible. So
who's that then? For you, you did all that talk.
I know. And then I just thought, then in my mind, I've just done all that, and then in my mind, I'm like, yeah, but Calafiori does the same thing as well. He inverts into midfield.
He can do.
He picks the ball up and he takes it forward. And I'm like, he's playing well. I'd have to go with Calafiori. I'm going to make a decision on Calafiori just based on the fact that how he's started, games and obviously played well. I think he's earned his place. Yeah. But look, obviously it's Timber on the left. If Ben White starts on if we've got a fit Ben White, yes, he starts on the right and Timber on the left. If that's not the case, Timber's on the right and Calafiori's got to start on the left. Just nicks it. Then if it's not working out, he picks up a booking or something like that. Then obviously Skelly comes on after 50, 60, 70 minutes.
Oh, I'm actually stumped. That's actually annoying me.
Yeah.
It's annoying me because if I look at who is the best defender against Salah, it's Timber. In my opinion. But then I'm like, that probably won't happen. Miles Lewis-Skelly played in the 2-2 draw against them at Anfield last season.
So he knows the game.
So he knows it. He knows what he's coming up against. But Timber is at the top of that list. However, then I'm doing mathematics of, well, if we're going a bit forward, if Eze starts on the left, who's going to be the best? Oh, I'm stumped.
It's a tough one.
And I can't be sorry, people. We're spending a lot of time on just the back line, but okay. My initial, before I even thought about it was going to be Miles Lewis-Skelly, but now I'm like, what is the best? The actual best answer is what you initially said, is Timber on the left and Ben White on the right. But if that's not the case, then Arteta won't do that. I think he will go with Calafiori. He'll go with Calafiori. Do I want that though? I want Miles Lewis-Skelly. He'll go with Calafiori. I'm going to leave it at that. I'm thinking about it too much, but that's what this Predicts 11 is about. Let me know in the comments because.
We just move on to the midfield.
Yeah, let's go to the midfield. I think, but that's where the game could be lost to 1 for Arsenal. Is down them flanks. Anyway, midfield. I want to see the standards of Zubimendi, Declan Rice.
Come on.
Let me not rush forward. Help me, boys. What's the midfield 3?
Zubi is straight in there.
That's fine.
He's in there in that 6. Declan Rice, one of the best midfielders, and then I know where we're going to go with this 10 situation.
Good luck.
I know, well, because obviously there's an option there. Eze plays for me, full stop. Is his best role as a 10? Yes, it is. That is where essentially he plays as a number 10. And the way he links up creativity, moves the ball around. So obviously, if Odegaard doesn't play. If Odegaard's still injured...
We're going to go with that. We're going to go with that because...
What are we going to go with? Odegaard's injured?
We're going to go with Odegaard's injured. Listen, they're saying he could be back in a week. They said he can be possibly available for this game. However, shoulder injury. My thinking is Arteta recently hasn't been playing players that aren't fully fit. Odegaard's your captain. He hasn't been on great form, if I'm completely honest. He's been good, but he hasn't been on what we've seen a few seasons ago. He'll probably rest him or might not start him. So let's just assume he's not fit. Who plays 10?
Eze. There's no other option, mate. He's one of the best.
Ethan's the other option.
Yeah, but look, I love Ethan. I really do. I really.
Stop struggling. Control the ball.
This is where we're at, though. This is where this Arsenal team's at. There's quality everywhere, and we've got these real headaches. Like
find the pass. Who's playing in that position?
Eze, man, like he's the guy, like he's a match winner. Like, no, listen, I love Wanyeri. Wanyeri's a match winner. Listen, or you can dare I say it, you know, you can put them both in there and they can alternate. These are players that you're just with Wanyeri and Eze. These are like kind of these lads that it's just like, look, just kind of get on the pitch and just go and play football, man. Just go and win us the game. You know, like that old school sort of, you know, Wayne Rooney reminds me of that. It's like just get on the pitch and just go and win the game. Eze is that kind of match winner. You know, obviously he needs tactical structure. I understand that.
He needs to bed into the team, but he's got the quality to win the game.
We'll see. This is why I cannot wait for this game. Is stick him in, and what is going to happen? And we ain't even spoken about the other. Like, we're going to come on to that. That's the excitement, because I have watched Eze as a Palace player for the last few seasons, and this guy can literally change a game in a heartbeat. And before you know it, that ball is in the back of the net. And that match-winning ability, that's exciting to see.
Okay, I think he's gone with Eze in that.
Yeah,
I think he's gone with Eze. I want to quickly drop in. We're going to go with Zubimendi, Declan Rice. I think that's not going to change. 1 year for you.
Yeah. Oh.
No, he can cope with that pressure at Anfield.
He's got to be honest with what he's there for.
Yeah, fair.
The backup to Odegaard. If you want to back up to Odegaard, you sign a contract on this moment in time with a backup to Odegaard. You know what I mean? Like, Odegaard's not fit. You know, he plays.
Yeah. Okay. So that's nice and simple. You got on Ethan Wanyeri. I want to say, big up what you said about Eze being a match winner. I also want to say Zubimendi, if he starts to cook, he's also can dictate a game as well. So we have a lot now. This Arsenal team have many match winners in their team, which is lovely to see and know, and I'm looking forward to Sunday for that reason. My choice is, I should have thought about this before we start recording. I'm gonna go Ethan as well.
Okay.
Eze's gonna be in this team, but I'm gonna go Ethan in there as well. I think, I'm gonna go Ethan in there because he's more forward for. He's gonna go for them. He's gonna go for them. I think for me, I look at Martinelli. I always associate Martinelli to Liverpool when he plays Liverpool at Anfield. He has a great game because he's just fearless. I don't know what it is. I think it's just a thing where he's just like, oh, I know there's Trent back in day. He'll just go at these defender. I mean, you've seen him actually rip up Konate as well at home before as well. He's very confident at just going for them. And I think he's against Liverpool at Anfield. I think you need that bit of. I'm the guy. I'm not saying Eze can't do that, but I feel like Ethan he's the one that will drive that confidence and go for it.
With Martinelli, more for me, he's done better as a 9 in that game than on the left-hand side, and that's my truth. I see now the Havertz situation personally as Martinelli being sort of a backup to Gyökeres in that 9 position.
Yeah. Okay. We've done our midfield. Martin's and Mendy, Declan Rice. We've gone Ethan. He's gone Eze. Your front three.
Madueke on the right. Gyökeres on the left. Eze.
Gyökeres
down the middle.
I had a few birthday drinks.
And Eze on the left. And I agree with you. I think that 20, maybe even 30 minutes of this game left, I think Gyökeres will be replaced by Martinelli. I think so. Martinelli's got an important role backing up Gyökeres, in my opinion, on this game.
Oh, I like that. That's different. Look, you see Martinelli will have an impact.
I think Martinelli, there's a big call to bring Martinelli on the left.
Concern if he doesn't come on at all? Would you?
No, he'll come on in this game.
But if he doesn't, is that a real concern?
No, because that means Gyökeres has gone 90 minutes. It's the game where I see it. Hopefully, Arsenal being 1-0 up, 2-1 up with 20-25 minutes to go. You bring on Martinelli for the pace because they're going to be pushing up for the pace over the top. If he plays left and then you have to put him into the right, his energy levels are not going to be at the same. So I think it's a bit harsh on Martinelli, but because we haven't... I'll be really honest, if Havertz was available, then I'd play Martinelli on the left.
Really? If Havertz was...
because then you got but we haven't got no one. But Gyökeres, is going to tire in this game. You need someone to replace him to come on.
Yeah.
And Martinelli is the key. I think one of the reasons he didn't come on the weekend because they wanted Gyökeres to go for. I think.
So you think that the game will end with Martinelli in the 9, Eze on the left, and Madueke on the right? That's a lot of.
Or Trossard coming on as well at some stage.
Okay.
I generally believe, right, so so I'm going to sort of, Madueke definitely start. This is what we bought this guy for, to replace Saka if he was injured or, times like this. He starts on the right-hand side. Gyökeres up front, okay? Ethan Nwaneri and Eze on the pitch. After 70th minute, if Madueke is not having the best game, that's when you bring on Max Dowman.
Okay, now we're talking.
Right, and I'll tell you why. Because listen, all due respect to Konate and Van Dijk.
I like the first one.
You don't need that. You do not. No. You don't need that 15-year-old running at you with a ball, because I've seen him run at people, and he has absolutely zero respect for whoever is in front of him. He's fearless. You can see it in his eyes. I've watched him in the Emirates. You literally see it in his eyes. He's like, just give me the ball and I'm going to run at you. And if I get it past you, I might stick it in the back of the net. Well, I probably will actually. But chances are, if you ain't careful, you're going to clip me and I'm going down. You get a penalty. And then I fancy Gyökeres, like he's a proper out-and-out number 9. Sometimes games like this can be very, very tight. And, talking about scores like last, there were draws. A goal can settle it. It's not. I'd be very, very surprised if one team wins it 2 or 3-0, or there's more than two clear goals. 100%. I can't really see that happening, but you never know. And Max Dowman, he's uncharted territory. I'm not saying you can't play him 90 minutes, but this is what the last 3 games he's played. He's come on. He's nicked penalties for us. That's what he's done. These young lads, that's a legitimate option for Madueke on the right hand side. But what I want to see is those 4 running, just playing up front and doing their thing, being creative. With Zubamendi and Declan Rice, we know what they've done. But them 4 up top, and then obviously you've got the options that we spoke about with the substitutes. That's how I would see that front line going.
Okay. Obviously ours is quite similarly. Our front 3, same thing as on the left. Gyökeres up front. And then Madueke on the right. Max Dowman for me will be. I've spoken about him too much, but I'm with you. He's the key. The can affect the game like Rio did for Liverpool against Newcastle. I think Max has the capability of doing that in this game. He's an unknown quantity. However, I think also Trossard might end up going in the 9 for Gyökeres potentially. He might look at that and then put Martinelli. This is towards the end of the game. Put Martinelli on the left. That could happen. That's quite a small front 3, and considering set pieces might be a way to kill Liverpool. It'd be interesting, but I think subs will have a big impact on this game.
Yeah,
I think they're gonna have a really key role in this game, because it's gonna be tight for I think majority of the game, and it'll be the subs that really do affect it.
Just quickly on that Gyökeres situation, you said, bringing on Martinelli. I do, from what I've seen with Gyökeres now, think he's ready for, he's good for 90 minutes and good for a good 90 minutes.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
That's a quick turnaround though to be from how he's fitness-wise.
This guy's fit, man. Have you seen him? He's a machine. He's not. I don't look at him and think, you're unfit, mate. He's a specimen.
Yeah.
Coming back in, he's been here enough time now for a player of that caliber. And he's 27 years old. He's in his prime. Listen. He's a professional player. He's going to keep himself fit. It's just the match fitness. And I think the 2 goals at the weekend against Leeds are going to be massive for his confidence. I just see him playing out the 90, unless something happens or he has a stinker. But I do.
Okay. Obviously, the other players that we haven't mentioned obviously had a knock or might be injured, like Havertz and that. There could be a returning for him, but they said he had a slight knee injury, so I don't know how long he might be out for, if he'll be available. Ty is asleep. I'm going to try and wake him up. Ty, come here. Your time. Let's bring you on quickly. Marty, as Ty enters onto the screen, your score prediction for the game?
I'm going to put it out there. I'm going for it. I'm going to go for it. So I am going for 3-1 to Arsenal. I'm going 3-1 Arsenal, man.
You like it?
I like that.
I like that as well.
I'd love it to be 3-1. I love it to be 4-1, but I think 2-1. I think it's going to be a tight game.
Ty, your score prediction,
Yes,
and should Eze start?
My score prediction, hopefully 2-0.
Standard.
A standard always say that should ever rate Chester. That's a great shout. Listen, I would have said before, I agree with what Marty say, but boy, this judges, man. This Lee has analysed it. I think Lee should be on one of those channels analysed because he's done it brilliantly. And yeah, I have to go with Ethan because, like Lee said, I 100% agree. If you've signed a new contract and you've been told, apparently by Mikel, that you are back up to Martin, when Martin is not there, then you should stop.
Okay, so he's obviously Lee didn't start him in the 10, he started him on the left wing. Would you not have it as they start the game at all then and let him come on?
I think I'd have Ebrecht on the bench. Yeah, I'd have him on the bench because the thing is since he's signed, I think what it is sometimes is that I think Mikel wants to play him, but I think what Mikel will do, if I can sort my hands out and say, Ebbs, you look at the game from the bench and then we bring you on.
Fair.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
That's a good point.
Are you two bigging each other up? You two enjoying yourself? That's a good point. Should you both have your own tactical show? Yeah.
And I'll give
his birthday. It'd have to be that nice thing.
I noticed you had the biggest slice of cake.
Yeah, that's why he's come on a big jump. He ate most of the cake. Right.
Lee's great. He's
looking at his one. I have. You can have the last bit as well.
James is mischievously saying, "I'm looking at the cake," and James is right.
Yeah, look at it just sitting there.
Everyone's ironed it all out.
Look at him, look, and then Ty is just ironed up. Don't worry, you can have it.
You can have it,
but no more compliments on Lee judges because he's been mean to me earlier. So.
What did I say?
You can watch the preview.
Listen, Lee's cool, and if Lee wasn't a king, after that verbal bashing he gave the Manchester United fans, that was brilliant. That was even more, apart from the result, that was the best thing about Sunday.
All right, well listen, that is it for the Predictor 11 video.
There you go, Ty, with my compliments.
There you go.
Thank you very much, Lee. Thank you very much,
off camera. No one wants to see that. It's called demolishation, or whatever it is. Demolishment of that case.
Demolishment, very good.
Demolition.
Demolition. The word I'm looking for. Alright, end the video. Thank you everyone for watching. Like the video on the way out. That's Predictor 11 for Sunday's game against Liverpool. Thank you to my panel. We'll see you again soon. Take care. Peace.